Alright, so it's been quite a while since I played the original version of Resident Evil 1. So I might not do too well in this. Is this not OG hardware? It is, it's on PlayStation 1. Which is funny that I'm doing the Dualshock version and I'm not even using a Dualshock controller. What is X Station? So X Station is a mod you can do to your PS1, your fat PS1, to replace the disk drive with a micro SD card slot thing. So you can just load up all your games onto a micro SD card so you don't need the disk. Where is Get Ready the auto aim? Wait, where's auto aim? Does this one not have auto aim? Did they get rid of that? Edit. Wait, what? Oh. I don't think I can select auto aim. That sucks. Oh, what the hell's a range mode? I don't know what the difference is. Yeah, I have some PS1 games installed to my external HD on my PS3. Oh yeah, a lot of those get like up-res, so they look a little bit better too. But I'm playing on a CRT TV, which just makes these games look so gorgeous. When you play these without a CRT on a HD monitor or TV or whatever, it just does not look good. Let's do original. I don't know what the difference is. We're gonna do Jill, and if I feel like it, I'll also do Chris. Because, you know, Jill's a lot easier. I really can't handle the 6 inventory limit. Raccoon Forest.
Alpha team is flying around the forest zone situated in northwest Raccoon.
Hey, wait, I
City.
thought this was supposed to be in color. Why is it in black and white?
Bravo team.
Chris Redfield is so much harder. I struggle so much with Chris's campaign.
Bizarre murder cases have recently occurred in Raccoon City.
I thought this was supposed to be in color. It's the director's cut.
Families being attacked by a group of about 10 people. Victims were apparently eaten. Bravo team went to the hideout of the group and disappeared.
Look, Chris!
You guys ready for some brilliant acting here?
It was Bravo team's helicopter. Nobody was in it. But strangely, most of the equipment was still there. However, we soon discovered why.
I just love the look on his face there. You know, some YouTubers were able to reunite this entire cast except for Jill. I like the RE movies, never really played much of the games except Code Veronica on Dreamcast. Man, Code Veronica is one of the harder ones too. I actually don't like Code Veronica. I think it's the worst of the RE games. And the movies are not a good representation of the games. I like the first two movies. The first one is a decent, you know, decent enough movie, and the second one is like a fun zombie action movie. But after that, man, those movies just get way too stupid.
No! Don't go!
You guys know some of these actors were just people in Japan walking in the streets, and people at Capcom were like, "Hey, you're white. We need you in this game."
Jill, run for that house!
I like the actress too. Are you talking about Mila Jovovich? Not really a fan of Mila Jovovich. Chris Redfield. I can't even read that in the corner.
Jill Valentine.
Yeah, as far as action heroines of that era, Kate Beckinsale is way, way better than Mila Jovovich to me.
Albert Wesker.
Wesker.
Resident Evil.
They have escaped into the mansion where they thought it was safe. So we should be getting some different music here from the original.
What is this?
Wow, what a mansion!
Captain Wesker, where's Chris?
Stop it! Don't open that door!
Don't open that door. I liked Beckinsale too because Underworld was good too. I've only seen, I think, the first Underworld, and then I think, was there 4 of them? I think I saw the 4th one.
Let me handle this.
They were cool movies, but, you know, back then, I just didn't get to watch them all. We had the first one on DVD, and then the 4th one, or 3rd one, whichever one it was in theaters when I was visiting a friend, so we just went to the theater to watch it. 4 or 5, I believe. Yeah, it was probably 4 that I saw. It was like around 2006-ish. No music so far.
What is this?
What is it?
Blood.
This freaked me out so
Jill,
bad when I was a
see if
kid.
you can find any other clues. I'll be examining this. Hope this is not Chris's blood.
This was one of the first 3D video games I ever played. I don't know if it was this or the Die Hard trilogy, because my brother had them both when he got his PS1. And, you know, as a kid, all I ever played were Spider-Man video games and Super Mario on Super Nintendo. So going from, like, those 2D cartoon games to this was just fucking crazy. Yeah, I checked there's 5. Yeah, I think it would be 4 that I saw. One of these days, I need to, like, go through that entire series. Because I never, like, disliked them or anything. They were fine. First time I ever played this, man. As soon as I saw that, I just shut this fucking game off. But I would play this over and over and over if I got brave enough to get past this part. I was like
Barry?
5 years old. Maybe younger.
What is it?
Sorry I'm late.
Watch
You're
out,
not late.
It's a monster!
Hold
Let
on.
me take care
We
of
got new
this.
music. I'm mostly playing this to hear the soundtrack.
What is it?
Kenneth was killed too. Maybe by this creature. Anyway, let's report this to Wesker.
Anyways, Dark Knight, you're not late. I accidentally started the stream way too early, which never ever happens. But I was messing with my hotkeys, and apparently I pushed the hotkey to start streaming. So I went for like 16 minutes without doing anything, just trying to set things up properly. 7 RE movies. I didn't like the last one from 2021. I only saw the first 3. After, I think the third one's called what? Afterlife? It's where they're in the desert and it has Claire Redfield. I was like, oh my god, this is the worst piece of shit movie ever. So I just stopped watching them after that. I did watch, they had animated movies, and I watched Degeneration. I actually bought it on DVD when it came out. And everyone was, like, praising that movie as being so good because it's, like, faithful to the games. Just because it's faithful to the games, it's still a pretty meh movie. Like, it's okay, but not really worth watching more than once.
Wesker! Help me look for him, Jill. And don't leave this hall for the time being.
So you went shopping for food and you bought Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered. I think you would have been better off buying the food. Wesker! Do I just have to go upstairs and then back downstairs? I forget. Okay, he's not here. I never liked the Assassin's Creed games. I tried playing Brotherhood. Hold on.
Find anything, Jill?
Nothing. What is this all about? I can't figure it out at all.
Beats me, too.
Now it's Wesker's time to disappear. I don't know what's going on.
Well, it can't be helped. Let's search for him separately. I'll check the dining room again.
Okay, I'll try the door on the opposite side.
This mansion is gigantic. We could get into trouble if we get lost. We should start from the first floor, okay? And Jill, here's a lockpick. It might be handy if you, the
master of unlocking
take it
things.
with you.
Thanks. Maybe I'll need it.
Alright, see ya, Barry. Would be a lot better if we stuck together.
Listen, if something happens, let's meet up in this hall.
You'll never meet me in this hall. Ever.
This time, I'll be there.
Okay, so anyways, as I was saying, I tried playing Assassin's Creed Brotherhood because back then on PS3, when you had PlayStation Plus, you would get free like 1-hour trials for video games. And I downloaded Brotherhood for the 1-hour trial. And this motherfucker had me in like, you know, it's real-time fucking bullshit cutscene tutorial stuff. And by the time it actually like allowed me to play the game, my trial was pretty much over. So I was like, okay, well, guess I'm never gonna fucking play Assassin's Creed if it's gonna fucking not even let me play the game during the trial. I was looking for Legend of Zelda Hyrule Warriors, but it's out of stock. Isn't that an old game?
Tell you something.
Isn't that a Wii U game?
Important.
So yeah, what food were you trying to get, Dark Knight? No, they have a definitive edition on Switch. Oh, I didn't know that. Although that doesn't surprise me. Why do I not have my gun equipped? Oh, my controller... This stupid... So this is a modded controller to make it wireless. So it's a real PS1 controller, but with 8-bit DOS wireless modification. And for some reason, the L2... The R1 and R2 and L1 and L2 are swapped. It's very hard to get used to. I don't even need to kill this guy, really. Ink ribbon. Minced beef, chuck, canned food, noodles, bleach, cat litter, bread, soft drink, and other stuff. Well, I don't think bleach is consumable, Dark Knight, so I wouldn't try it. And I also would not recommend eating cat litter. Mince is what they call ground in Europe and Australia. So when he said minced beef, he means ground beef. I think minced sounds much fancier and less gross. Like, just think about it. Ground beef. Does that sound appetizing? I mean, when you know what it is, yeah, but if you never heard of ground beef before, that would probably gross you out. Wait a minute, isn't there ammo down here? What? I thought you come out the other way. Wait a minute. Wait. I thought they come out when I return, or is that the remake? I'm in Georgia, so we call it ground beef here. Yeah, pretty much the entire United States. The real question is, do you call it soda or do you call it pop? Oh, I think this bathroom is like entirely pointless in this version, right? I think in the remake, they add something here. Especially the cutscene with the zombie. I call it soda. Okay. Nothing useful. Yeah, there's nothing here. Maybe in Chris there is. I'm not even sure if I ever played Chris in the original. I've only done it a couple of times in the remake. Is this the crushing room? Or Coca-Cola? Well, I never say the whole Coca-Cola. Well, maybe I do sometimes, now that I think about it. No, I just say Coke. I just say Coke. I never call it Coca-Cola. An urn with a beautiful picture on it. Nothing unusual. Or Coke too, yeah. But I never call, like, some people will call any soda a Coke. They'll call Pepsi Coke, Sprite, Dr. Pepper, Mountain Dew. They all call them Coke for some reason. Alright, Barry, you better come save me. Is it soda or pop in Cali? When I was a kid, we used to call it pop, but now we just all call it soda. I haven't heard anyone call it pop in forever. Man, listen to this music.
Hey, what's going on?
Jill? Is that you, Jill? What happened?
Barry, help me, please. The door won't open. Quick!
Stay away from the door, Jill. I'm gonna kick this door down. Hurry! This way!
Thank you, Barry. I was almost a Jill sandwich.
Oh, Barry!
That was too close. You were almost a Jill sandwich.
You're right. Barry, thanks for saving my life.
Thank you, Barry.
But Barry, didn't you say you're going back to the dining room to do some research? Why on earth are you here?
How long would he have to be in the dining room, Jill?
I just had something I wanted to check. Now, let's get back to searching for the lost captain and Chris, shall we?
Thank you, Barry.
Yeah.
Soft drink is soda pop in America, yes. Yeah, but no one ever really calls it pop anymore. Like I said, when I was a kid, it was pretty common for people to call it pop. What was this room again? I'm so glad I don't gotta worry about Crimson Heads. Okay, this is this hallway. Alright, so the rest of that room... Thank God this has auto-aim. So the rest of this room should lead into the courtyard, or whatever it's called. I don't know if I have much ammo left. Yep. Oh, fuck. I kept pressing triangle, but it's not on triangle in this game. I should know better than to use the knife. Oh well, it's fine. An Australian hospital patient criticizes soda names while coughing. Stick to your meat pies, Dark Knight. Clicks, huh? Well, there's an emote for Flexi to obsess over. I'll do this puzzle in a minute. I don't remember how to do that one. And this should lead to outside. Yes. Oh, wait, I just remembered. This game does not show the character limping when they're hurt. Yeah, I'm in orange caution. And here I was thinking I was green. Carving of a helmet. Oh, right, they give you 2 clips in here. Let's see. We can put that away. Wait, what? Keep the ink ribbons for now. First aid spray we'll put away. I usually try not to use them. I may have to use this. I don't remember when we'll get to that room with the plant. I do not know this game as well as I do other Resident Evil games. But I do know this one fairly decently. Can this bot think of something else? I know. You gotta give it something to work off of, Dark Knight. Oh, we doing a no def run? No, hell no. Makes you think I can do a no def run. I mean, maybe, but it might happen accidentally. But I'm playing the Dualshock version. It's the one that has the different music. You can go all the way to the bottom. Yes, one of the best themes ever. It's only the basement theme that's kind of weird. Like, listen to this. Nothing wrong with this song. Although it's definitely hasn't been as catchy as the original soundtrack. Also, how's it going, Mecha? Let me give you a shout out real quick.
Okay.
Oh, is that James Bond game? What is that, Bloodstone or something like that? I remember this moment. What happened to? Was it a grenade?
What?
You just, I think you got sniped or something. Oh, L2 does recenter. Cool. Still alive. Oh, nope, I mean not a different zombie. No, he is still alive. Fuck. Okay, now he's dead. Did you see the Disgaea game that just came out? Dog, the rocket I shot. Oh, was it a rocket that you shot? I have to look at a very tiny screen on my laptop, so I can't really see those clips too well. Dark Knight, you know Mecha's not going to play Disgaea unless he's unemployed. I think that's one of the last doors you open, if I remember right. I'm trying not to explode right now. What's been going on? Just busy at work or something? Oh. Zombies die in less shots in this one. Taking about 4 hits. Usually in later Resident Evils, it's about 6 to 8 shots. I wish I had, like, the strategy guide for this game. Not that I need it. I was talking to... Oh, man, I can't remember who it was, but I was talking to someone just the other day about strategy guides. I want the strategy guide for, like, every Resident Evil game. Dude, I'm trying. Glad to be chilling out, though. Well, what's been going on? Unless you don't want to talk about it. Oh, you fuck... You... He was so delayed to fall down. What? Alright, guess I'm not shooting them on the ground anymore. I think I'm out of bullets again. No, I still got 7.
Barry!
What's up, Barry?
Jill, what's going on? Any clues?
No, but something's wrong with this house.
Whoa, this hall is dangerous. Maybe it's better to secure our escape route first. There must be a back door somewhere. Let's try to find it first, shall we?
Okay, let's separate again.
Just a moment. I found something.
What is it?
It's a weapon. It's really powerful, especially against
living
things.
things.
Better take it with you.
But how about you, Barry?
I have this.
Thank you. I'll take this then.
Oh man, God, I love it. I got this. His reaction was like, "Oh, I forgot he even does that." The best line in this entire game, though, is at the very end when Wesker introduces Chris to the tyrant. God, I love that so much. Yeah, Barry's great. You know, if Capcom had a sense of humor, you know, they would have been self-aware enough to know that, like, because I'm pretty sure they do know, like, how cheesy the voice acting is and the dialogue is in this game. They should have, like, have every other character, you know, Jill, Wesker, Chris, you know, all of them get good voice acting, good lines, you know, like how they are in Resident Evil 5. But when they bring back Barry, just keep him kind of talking in this weird way that no one talks. That would have been awesome. It's Forrest. He's been pecked to death by crows. You know, they actually made a toy of Forrest. So you just get like this dead Forrest zombie toy. I forget what he comes with because the Resident Evil toys by Toy Biz, they used to come in 2-packs. I had a Claire Redfield toy and she came with, I think, the dog, a zombie dog. And my brother had a Leon toy and he came with the liquor, I think. Or wait, no, maybe Claire came with... No, Claire came with the zombie that had a donut in its hand, and it was a zombie cop. And I had a toy of Chris Redfield, and he came with the zombie dog. Okay, I thought there wasn't a door here. In the remake, there is. I have the original 1, 2, and 3 on Steam. I have them on GOG. I was thinking about buying them on Steam, but it's like, why would I buy them again? Okay, you need to go. I can keep one around, but not two. You fucker. I'm gonna wait for him to get up, because for some reason I can't reliably shoot them when they're on the ground. Oh, shit! Really? Oh, okay. Well, there goes the Deathless run. Why did that fucker take so many shots? Other zombies were dying in 4. Damn. I can't believe I died that early. Yeah, GOG is the way. Yeah, well, they came out on GOG like a whole year before they came out on Steam. I didn't even know they were going to release those on Steam. Good luck. Thank you. Good luck. Alright, well, at least I'll get those bullets back that frickin' disappeared into the ground when I was shooting the frickin' the zombie below me. GOG rules. Yeah, I really need to buy more games on GOG. Because I want to support them more. But, you know, kind of hard to do that when you're always broke. I don't really spend much money on video games. Oh, gun is not equipped. Alright, so he died in 4 hits. Never been a computer gamer. I'm a console gamer. Yeah, I really didn't get into PC until like 2016 when I built my first gaming PC. And that's just because console has just been so terrible. I know these are locked, but I gotta check them again. It's like an OCD thing. And especially now with the way Sony's going, removing digital, removing physical discs. I really, really do not want to support them. Yeah, I know, like, the irony in that on PC all you get is digital, but I still have a disc drive in my PC. I'm one of the few people that do have one. And if I could, I would be buying those games physical. In fact, I was importing games for a while from the UK because UK was still getting physical copies. So I got like Dark Souls 3 physical, Division, either 1 or 2. I think it's 1 physical. Star Wars Battlefront physical, and some other games, I think. But that was about the end of it for physical on PC. Bro, damn, there is so much to talk about. That's why I'm a retro gamer now. Yeah, um, it's not just that. Modern games really suck. I have not... There's been very few modern games that I played that I actually enjoyed. In fact, I can name you them right now. Hitman World of Assassination is one. Persona 5 is another. Oh, you're still alive, you fucking bitch. Well, now I gotta heal. What else? I mean, I've enjoyed a lot of indie games. Like Crow Country, Tormented Souls. Those are very, very good. But all the games that I enjoy, they kind of try to be old school games. Even Path of Exile 2, that's like an old school type of ARPG. Look, here's the thing about the digital thing. I don't like it, not because of the forced digital. I buy digital. However, removing digital means games on digital will be more expensive. And also, I hope Sony burns in hell. I like collecting physical games. So, I'm pretty sure the reason why they're doing it, I heard one thing is that they're going to try to replace because Sony has factories where they manufacture the discs. And I heard that they're not getting rid of the factories. They're just going to turn them into like AI data centers. I don't know if that's true. That's what I heard. But I think because for a long, long time, these developers or publishers or whatever, Sony and all them, they've been wanting to get rid of the used video game market for a long time because they don't make money off of there. And I think that's the main reason why they would want to get rid of physical discs so that people cannot trade them, loan them, stuff like that. Is this motherfucker still alive or am I aiming at someone else? He is still alive, you fucking bitch. Take that. Man, in this game, when they're on the ground, they just stay on the ground, huh? You can't play Bionic Commando Rearmed 2 anymore. Oh, I didn't know that. Am I gonna get the Parasite Mutant game? I probably will. I don't know if I'll get it right as it comes out, but most likely I'll get it eventually.
Something's wrong with this house.
I would argue there's the fact that the game and just be taken away.
Dangerous. Maybe it's better to secure our escape route first.
Yeah, like I said,
back door somewhere.
it's also a problem because they can just take the game away from you whenever they want.
Okay.
And then
Separate again.
you have to deal with Sony's storefront.
What is it?
Whereas on PC, you have many storefronts that you can buy your game from. You can buy it off Steam, off GOG, off Epic Game Store, Ubisoft Launcher, EA's fucking bullshit. You know, it sucks having to buy games off different launchers, but that also allows more sales and stuff. You have options to buy your games wherever you want. You're not forced to pay Sony every time whatever they're asking you for. It's really all about money, greed, and control. Why Sony is this? Yeah, Sony is definitely fucking so anti-consumer. Sony is just the worst. I know a lot of people hate Nintendo and think Nintendo sucks. Oh, what the hell? Oh, I didn't even know you could activate that little dialogue. Nintendo has its problems, and I do think Nintendo's getting fucking greedy again. They always have this moment where, like, they're doing so well that they start getting their heads up their asses, and they start to fuck things up a lot. And they're starting to do that because Switch was so successful. But Nintendo at least cares about video games. You can't say they don't. Sony does not give a fuck about video games. Sony has been asking for it for a long time. Hey, Detective Magnata? Aren't all game console makers on the greedy side? Yeah, I mean, it depends on how greedy they're being, though, because, a manufacturer or publisher or whatever the fuck you want to call them, they could be greedy, but they'll know if they're fucking over their consumers. And some, they might be greedy, like, Nintendo selling what, Star Fox or Pokemon. They were selling Pokemon for what was it, $40 for Pokemon Red and Blue? Oh, now you go down in 4 shots, you son of a bitch. Why couldn't you die that early last time? So that's like greedy, but I don't know. They're not like fucking over their consumers by because I don't know. I haven't played on Nintendo in a long time. So I don't know if they have any of the Pokemon games on their Switch Online thing. If Sony's successful, I bet Nintendo will do the same all digital. Maybe, because I do know that they have the key card things now, which is pretty much like a digital thing anyways. It's not a real, you don't have the game on the cartridge. So it could be that technology is just going in that direction. I still think Nintendo's selling Zelda Breath of the Wild at the same price as they did when it released 5 years earlier is on the greedy side. Oh, for sure. It definitely is. Yeah. I mean, that's the same shit Sony does, so they're both greedy in that way. But at least Nintendo sold their console. I mean, yeah, Switch 2 is a much weaker console than a PS5 or a PS5 Pro. But they still keep their console on the cheaper side. Man, I'm out of ammo again. Oh shit, we got ads? Damn it. I was not paying attention. I'm sorry, guys. Well, don't worry. I'm gonna use the bathroom. Oh, damn it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Son of a bitch. Damn it. Well, yeah, I was saying, God, I said a lot, too. Damn it. Had a feeling that was the case. Yeah, thank you so much. I try to remember to unmute when I get back from the bathroom, and yet somehow I still forget.
Mr. Krabs? After thou feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? You feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
Well, let me try to recap what I was saying. So I said I'm probably fucked because I used too much ammo. I said that Nintendo used to, you know, compete in powerful hardware, but after GameCube flopped, they kind of said fuck that, which I'm sure you all already know. I'm not telling you guys anything new. But I do think that Sony and Microsoft should kind of like also take a step back and do the same, because you know what? Do people really care that much about having these amazing graphics and these huge open worlds? I don't. Oh, here's the chemical room. I need to go get the chemical. I sure as fuck don't care about that stuff. And graphics are really at a point to where you don't even notice the difference anymore. Like a PS5 and PS5 Pro pretty much look exactly the same. Maybe the performance is better. Yeah, it would be a good idea. I've done the same so many times. Oh, you stream too? I'll have to check out your profile. Oh shit, damn it! I have to check out your profile after this. I should probably kill those two because they're gonna be in the way a lot. Motherfucker. The open world, sure, but graphics, I grew up during the DOS era. Yeah, I mean, like, graphics are nice. Shit. Push the wrong button again. But we're really at a point to where it's diminishing returns. Like, graphics just aren't really looking all that much better, not like back in the day. So why are they still trying to push higher end graphics? I don't get it. And that goes into what else I was saying, is that a lot of people are going back into retro games. And it's not just people my age. I'm 33, but you know, there's a lot of 30 to 40, 50-year-olds, whatever, who are playing retro games, but most of them play it out of nostalgia. Whereas I've seen a lot of younger people in their 20s, like Dark Knight here, for example, who don't have that nostalgia or bias towards these older games, yet they play them anyways because they're just good and they don't have the problems that modern games have. Yeah, so many games you can run at low, and the difference between high and low is not a big difference. Yeah, for the most part. A lot of gamers, like, everyone I talk to anyways prefers performance over graphics. They'll lower all their graphic settings just so they can get 144 FPS. I mean, I know that's mostly like competitive games, but even people will still do that in like single player games. Same, give me a stable FPS any day. Yeah, I'm the same way. A lot of games that have great graphics anyways to me look like shit. And sticking to Resident Evil here, I hate how the newer Resident Evils look. There's just something off about it, and I always tell people this, but no one ever seems to understand. But they just look like they're washed out. I don't know if it's the color palette they use or if it's the RE engine, but they always just look very washed out and just muddy, and I hate it. Even though I can say much since I did upgrade my PC a few months back. Dude, I just upgraded mine as well. I had to, though, because I was struggling with streaming if I were to play any PC games, which, you know, I still play, like, some of the indie stuff, some of the mostly survival horror. I do have a list of games, PC games I'm gonna be playing once winter comes that I bought. The cost of new games and the cost of a PS5 Switch 2. I went back to retro. I don't have either of these because of cost. Yeah, the thing is for me is that I could afford a PS5 Pro if I wanted to, and I can afford to buy a new game if I wanted to. But when I look at that dollar amount, I'm like, would I rather spend this $80 on this video game, or would I rather spend that $80 on something else? I don't know, a freaking, like I just spent $100 on a fucking Sentinel toy because it's based on Marvel vs. Capcom. I'd much rather spend that $100 on that fucking toy than a video game that I'm not really gonna enjoy. And then like a console that's like a fucking house payment or a car payment, you know? Really hard to justify at that point. It was more a 40th birthday and 10 years on Twitch gift for myself. Oh, well, happy late birthday, even though you said it was like months back, so that's a very late birthday, but... Yeah, if you stream on Twitch, here, let me give you a shout out. There you go.
Kitty, no peanut tonight. Put tongue away. He's not for licking. His snacks is not for licking.
What game is this?
The game's giving me the... give me the,
I've never seen that game before. A PS5 for 1K? I don't think so. Yeah, I would never spend that much on a fucking... on a console for, like I said, games that I'm not even gonna care about. I just don't see enough games for me to buy a PS5. Exactly, yeah. Like, what games are even... Oh, thank you for the lurk, by the way, Dark Knight. I appreciate it. What game was that? I have no idea. Not to mention PS5 doesn't have enough exclusives. Yes, exactly. A lot of people complain about exclusives, and I think... Like, I get why people hate exclusives because they hate having to buy another console, but to me, exclusives is what makes consoles worth buying, you know? And PlayStation, I was gonna buy one when I heard that there was a Demon Souls remake because I love Demon Souls. It's one of my favorite games. But, you know, it was the most bare bones remake they could have done. There's no added content. I was hoping they would restore the Land of the Giants, and they didn't do that. So I was like, well, fuck it. I'm not gonna get a PS5 if it's just the same Demon Souls. And there really hasn't been any other games on PS5, so it's like, why buy one? Pretty much everything on PS5 I can play on PC. Same with Xbox. Speedrun the game? Dude, I don't know the game that well. Don't you see me struggling right now? You think I can speedrun this shit? If this was Resident Evil 2, I might take you up on that, but not this one. Exactly the reason why I don't Xbox One or Xbox S, just a 360. That game was 9 Lives Noir. I've never heard of that. Yeah, I have a 360. I've never really played it. Technically it's not even mine. It was my stepdad's, but he didn't play it either. He wasn't really a gamer. He just liked playing Soul Calibur and Mortal Kombat. Oh, really? Seriously? But yeah, I stopped pretty much the same generation. When PS4 came out, I was uninterested, completely uninterested. So I went to PC. I want to see how well you know RE2 original version. I know it pretty well. I don't ever speedrun, so it's not like I have a strategy down for speedrunning, but I always get like a B rank in RE2. Sadly, Nintendo might make me buy Switch 2 dude, I'm thinking the same thing as well. But I'm gonna have to see, because it's hard to say with Nintendo because they don't really do remakes too often. Oh, I never picked up this ammo. Wait a minute, is there not ammo here? Hold on. I could have sworn. Yes, there is. Okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Nintendo doesn't really do remakes, so it's hard to say what type of remake Ocarina of Time is gonna be, because I'm not so into complete reimagining remakes like how GoldenEye Reloaded was and the Resident Evil remakes are. I prefer remakes that are like 80 to 90% of the same game as the original, but with some added content to it, you know, better controls, better graphics, more quality of life stuff, shit like that. So if they do that with Ocarina of Time, hell yeah, I want to get that for sure. But if they just make like a completely different game that only shares the name, then I'm not really interested. I love Ocarina 2, but still not getting Switch 2 yet. Yeah, if it ever goes on sale, probably Switch 2 is worth getting, to be honest. Oh, you know what? I also never grabbed the ammo in that room with the dogs. Although I'm gonna spend the same amount of ammo to get ammo. Wait a minute, what do I have? I can put this in the lion statue. Okay. I got some rooms I can go into now. I've always been a PC guy. I've been building my own PCs for 25 years. Holy shit. Damn. You're old school. It's always cool to meet people that have been on PC for that long, because PC was like so different in the 90s. I'm like always curious about what people...
Richard,
oh shit, I gotta get
happened?
the antidote.
Oh, Jill.
I shouldn't have came in here.
It's dangerous. There are terrible demons. Ouch!
Ouch!
You're wounded. What kind of demon attacked you?
It was a huge snake, and also poisonous. Ugh.
Poisonous? Oh no. Richard, hold on.
There is serum. Oh no, I should have brought some with me.
No problem. I'll go and get it.
I forgot if you can save him in this version. Damn it, I should not have came in here. But yeah, it's always like, I'm always wondering, like, what were people playing on PC? Because it's so varied on what games you had on it back then. And then, like, how how you like got the parts and what you upgraded and whatnot. Because it's not like nowadays where you have all this information. You were kind of on your own back then. Been on PC since DOS and Windows 3.1. Jesus Christ. I can't even tell you what those look like. I started PC. I mean, technically I started with, I think, Windows 98. I used to have like Spider-Man Cartoon Maker and other like children's games because I was a very little kid back, you know. Damn it. But I've always kind of grew up around PCs too. I just wasn't a big PC gamer. Save no, but you get a better result if you're quick enough. Oh, okay. Oh, not that way. So yeah, around 2004, my mom bought a PC and I borrowed a bunch of my cousin's games that he didn't play anymore. Wait, why did I grab that? Hold on, I need serum. I need serum. Where's the serum? So, like around 2004, I was playing Diablo 1, Star Wars, Jedi Knight, Dark Forces 2. God, I love that game. I want to replay that game, but I don't think I can. At least not on a modern PC. There were some other games too, but I don't remember them as well. I didn't like them as much. Building PCs in the mid-90s, getting a hold of parts was basically down to what your local store had. Yeah, you were, like I said, man, it's like you were on your own back then. It's crazy. I kind of wish I was a little older so I could have experienced that, especially early 90s and very early 2000s internet. When I see images of like what the internet looked like back then, man, it's awesome. I love it. Bro, that's badass. Yeah, it is. It really is. Was it this room? This better be the correct timing.
Here's the serum. Richard, hold on. I'll give you
Early
a shot
2000 was a little rough. My download speed was 1 megabyte. Oh yeah, those dial-up days.
You should keep it. I'm...
No!
Bye, Kenneth. Or Richard, whichever one you are.
Be careful.
Yeah, exactly that. Richard is dead. Ah, jeez! Oh my god! Fuck! The internet was extremely different, yeah. I mean, I was on the internet in the early 2000s, but not, like, I didn't know all the websites, like all the forums and stuff. All I went to was, like, CartoonNetwork.com and Nickelodeon.com and Cheap Planet. That was the main website I went to, cheapplanet.com. And then when that went to shit, it became Games Radar. Then I started using GameFAQs.com. And I still use GameFAQs to this day. Bless BattleNet, man. I didn't know BattleNet back then. That was not dial-up. That stuff maxed out at 56K. I missed the dial-up sound. The internet was very different. I remember the days before Google. Yeah, we used to use a search engine called Dogpile. I don't even know if that's still a thing. Oh, and Net Zero. Fucking Net Zero. social media very much ruined a lot. It's not so much social media that ruined everything. It's smartphones that ruined everything, because smartphones allowed normies to get on the internet, and normies is what ruined the internet. Before then, it was just fucking nerds, because, like, you had to be a nerd sitting in your living room or office or wherever the fuck. Some people had their damn PC in their kitchen. So you had to sit at a table in a fucking kitchen to be on the internet. Only a fucking nerd would do that. Normies who go outside, they're not gonna be on their fucking PC in their kitchen. But nowadays, normies can be on there because they're on their phone. I remember Dogpile. Yeah, the search engine. I miss the days of MSN Messenger. Dude, the nudge. The nudge was awesome. I miss that so much too. What do I got on me? I gotta pick up that damn jewel again. Normies are scrolling TikTok. Yeah. Dude, YouTube was so great in its heyday, man. Early days of YouTube. God, I wish I could go back to that. Early days of YouTube and MySpace. I want that back so much. I did not get to experience it enough. It was too short-lived. I also used to use AIM, AOL's Instant Messenger. I think there was one other. Oh, no, I'm thinking of Skype. Skype always sucked, though. I don't miss Skype. I remember my friends, man. I mean, I don't know if it was their internet, but every single person I ever talked to in a voice call on Skype, it fucking sucked. Every time. Let's see. Emblem. Go there. Shotgun. Music notes. Okay. MSN and Yahoo I used. Did I ever use... No, I never used Yahoo. I used Skype when it was client to client. It was fine, but when Microsoft switched it to server-based, oof, it went downhill. I'm not sure if I ever used Skype before Microsoft took over. Because back when I played Guild Wars, everyone used either TeamSpeak, which, by the way, TeamSpeak tried to make a comeback. They were, like, releasing TeamSpeak 3 or something like that. And they're like, hey, Discord is you know, requesting ID verification. You should all switch over to TeamSpeak 3. But no one did, because that shit with Discord didn't happen. Oh god. Oh, and Venturillo, something like that. But I never used Vent. Some people did. TeamSpeak is really trying to come back. Yeah, I hear that they've been trying. I mean, I kind of want to do it because they've been around since I was like a fucking teenager, and I used to use it. But I don't know. I have great memories of the time during the TeamSpeak days, but I don't have great memories of TeamSpeak itself. Where's my knife? Oh, I must have put it way down. Oh yeah, there it is. Did I save? No, I didn't, because I had to before. I really need to focus more on the music. I keep forgetting that that's why I'm playing this version, is to hear this different music. Which, as I was saying earlier, it does sound like it belongs in kind of a different game, but another horror game, just a different style. Like, this music is like making me think of puppets and stuff. Kind of like that Elisa game. Just so wild seeing Microsoft lose all the good faith it gained over the years because it's just wanting to ride the AI bubble. Man, Microsoft is such a mess. And it's funny, I feel like every time Microsoft does something that pisses a lot of people off, like they have a spokesperson at Xbox, so before what's the lady's name? Asha Sharma, I think it is, or is that someone else? I don't know. But basically what I'm saying is, back when 360 came out, it was ran by, I think his name was Don Matrick, and you know, everyone loves the 360 era. It was freaking great. And then he got a lot of shit because at the Xbox One announcement, he was doing the whole, you know, you know, they were trying to get rid of physical games back then. And then they were doing the whole connecting and the whole Xbox turn on, Xbox switch to channel 3 or whatever the fuck. Everyone hated that shit, and Don Matrick got so much shit for that they kicked him out and replaced him with Phil Spencer. And when Phil Spencer came in, he was doing an awesome job because he was bringing back like original Xbox games onto Xbox One. You know, if you put the disc in, you could just download the game off the internet and play your original Xbox game. Same with 360 with the backwards compatibility. He was doing a lot of damage control. And then, you know, recently we had all this, like, this is an Xbox stuff, and everyone hated that, and everyone started talking shit on Phil Spencer, so then Microsoft's like, oh, we're gonna replace him with this lady now. And then this lady got rid of the this is an Xbox thing, and she started doing stuff that everyone liked. And so I think pretty soon she's gonna do something that people are gonna hate, and then they're gonna replace her. And I'm wondering how much of those decisions is really on them and not someone higher up at Microsoft that's just, you know, controlling them like a puppet or whatever. The lady who was heading up an AI team at Microsoft. Yeah, she's like a... Oh, I don't need to be in here. She was like the head of some AI division, from what I heard. The Xbox One needing to always be online. Yes, that's what it was. Yeah, and the DRM. Yeah. That was so fucking stupid. And it's like, how much of that was really Don Matrick's idea, and how much of that was just higher-ups at Microsoft wanting that and forcing that in? Did I already check out this room? I mean, I remember coming in here, but I don't know if I took everything. No, I didn't, because I never took this. There's gonna be a zombie coming out of there. Well, I'm in yellow, so I can take a hit. Oh, there's shotgun shells in there. Move it. Move! I just want the shells. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna die. Pause. Oof. Close one. Fuck, I got stuck in the closet. Like I'm Tom Cruise or something. The problem was they were trying to make the Xbox One a media machine. Yeah. The thing is that while that was stupid, it was very stupid, that's kind of been Sony's strategy for a long time. PS1 is my favorite console of all time, but even this, they added in the CD player, which, to be fair, so did Sega Saturn have a CD player. So I think that might have not been their strategy to sell it as a CD player, because it was just like, hey, we're gonna have our games on CD, so it makes sense. But when they switched over to DVDs, they definitely marketed the PS2 as a DVD player. And then they tried to do it again with PS3 as a Blu-ray player. And PS4, I remember PS4, they advertised 4K a lot. And yeah, that thing didn't really do 4K. They still tried to market 4K with PS5, but I think PS5 has an actual 4K player in it, so you can play 4K movies. But yeah, they really relied on, what's funny is, physical media to sell their consoles. The Blu-ray player, the 4K player, and the DVD player. I'm saving my points for the roulette that will happen whenever. I'll bring the roulette back in the winter, Dark Knight, when, you know, I can keep candy in my room without it fucking going bad in this heat. Sony adding the DVD drive to PS2 was a great idea, as was one of the cheapest ways to get a DVD player. Yeah, and it's like, Dreamcast could have done that, but they instead went with, what is it called, GD-ROM? Some weird thing? They shouldn't have done that. GDI, yeah, they shouldn't have done that. If they had done DVDs, Dreamcast probably could have lived. What do I have on me? Oh, I don't even need to carry that. And of course, Xbox had a DVD player in it too. And technically, aren't GameCube discs technically DVD disc, mini DVDs? And there is a version of a GameCube that can play DVDs. It's called like the Panasonic GameCube or some shit like that they made in collaboration. And I think people said you can get DVDs to play on a Wii if you install some software on the Homebrew channel. I think. They are mini DVDs. Yeah, the Panasonic one. Yeah, exactly. It really makes you wonder, like, how much more would have it costed them to add in the DVD player? It would have helped them compete against Sony so much. Oh, oops. Okay, I remember. Gotta go back. Likely a few bucks for each machine, but Nintendo was not really focused on media back then. Yeah, I think the reason... I think I heard this somewhere, but I can't tell you where. But from what I heard, the reason why they went with the mini DVD is because it was harder to pirate. And I think that's why Sega went with the GDI, because it was their own proprietary thing. So they thought it was going to be harder for people to pirate their games, and turns out it was actually really easy. Yeah, mini DVDs are harder to copy. Yeah. That's another thing that kind of blows my mind, is when I think about how people were pirating games back then. Because, man, you have to be fucking clever to come up with, like, those mod chips and burning that stuff. Because we just didn't have the information back then that we have now. I know people used to burn games onto CDs for PS1, and they would use the back port. I used to have this thing that goes into the parallel port of the PS1 to play the burned games. I remember chipping my consoles back in the day. See, I didn't even know it was a thing until the original Xbox. Because we used to have this mod. People called it the Phoenix. I don't know what the real name of the mod is, but it wasn't to play Xbox games on it. It just put a bunch of emulators on it. So we were playing a lot of like Super Nintendo, Genesis, NES games on Xbox, which wasn't really the best because the Xbox didn't have the best controller for those games. I knew there was something up with that clock, but I kept confusing it with the remake. Wow, I usually never have 2 keys at once. The old Duke controller for the OG Xbox, yeah. I remember my cousin and my friend, they had an Xbox because they loved Halo and Battlefront, and they had that Duke controller, and I fucking hated it so much, and I refused to play on Xbox. And then my stepdad bought the original Xbox, and when I went to visit him, it was like one of my first times ever meeting him. You know, I went to his house and he had the Xbox there, so I was like, I'll try it out. And he had the newer controller, the slim controller. And I was like, oh shit, this is actually pretty nice. That slim controller, or whatever they called it, that's such a nice controller. I really, really like that controller. Is there really nothing under that one? Okay. Got this Lich win. I wasn't doubting myself, Dark Knight, but thank you. At least I got plenty of ammo now. I cannot remember. In the remake, this is where you get the dog whistle, but I don't think you use that in this one. The worst controller I ever used was the Atari Jaguar. Is that the one that looks like a phone with a bunch of like keys on it, or keypad, key dials, whatever you want to call it? It's got a keypad. Yeah, that one. I can't believe you use that thing. Damn dog. The worst controller... I mean, I haven't used bad controllers like that, but I know I'm gonna piss some people off, but the worst controller I've ever used is probably the Dreamcast controller. And then people are gonna be like, oh, what about the N64 controller? That's worse. Nah, I don't think so. I mean, at least N64 controller, you can say it came out in 1996, and it was one of the first controllers that have an analog stick on it, even though it's not actually analog. It's, I think, digital? Whereas Dreamcast, that came out after, and is just bad. Especially having that stupid wire coming out of the bottom. I mean, I get why they had to do it because of the damn VMU, but still. So I guess you just get herbs out here. Yep, not fighting you. See ya. Laugh my ass off. The wire placement is so bad. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And how's it going, Depths? It's... The controller itself... I don't know. I've only used it a little bit. I'm not a fan of how the analog stick feels, but it's not the worst thing ever. And the D-pad, it's a lot like the GameCube D-pad. It's just not good. It's better than the GameCube D-pad, I will say that. GameCube D-pad, I don't know what Nintendo was thinking. They really dropped the ball on that D-pad. Okay, I never did do this. From cradle to grave. The end of life. Okay. Alright, I gotta write this down. So, old man. Sega also shits itself in the foot as Sega America wanted to use a Voodoo graphics chip, but Sega Japan went with an NEC graphics chip, which was a lot worse. I don't know anything about that. I've never heard of that one. I know that if you're talking about Dreamcast, yeah, I don't know. I know that Sega Saturn has 2 chips in it because they were originally going to make it a 2D powerhouse, but they got worried and wanted it to do more 3D games, so they added in the second chip to do 3D games. Alright, so Lively Boy. Infant. Young man. Young man, there's a place you can go, I said, young man. If the Dreamcast had a Voodoo GPU chip, it might have been competitive, but the NEC chip they went with didn't help. Oh, I didn't know that at all. I thought usually Sega of America was the one making the stupid decisions. Because aren't they? Yeah, they're the ones that wanted the Sega CD or 32X, one of the two, or maybe both. Whereas, Sega of Japan wanted the Saturn. YMCA. Yep, you know the song. Of a tired middle-aged man. Middle-aged man. Okay, the part that fucks me up is infant before newborn baby? Or is it after? Sega made a lot of dumb choices. Yeah, I mean, from what I know, a lot of the problem is that, it's a lot of, internal fighting between Sega of Japan and Sega of America. Okay, so we're gonna do newborn baby. Where's newborn baby? Infant equals after, but I don't know the puzzle. How old are you? I'm 33. North America, Sega Japan, nope, the Voodoo chip, as Sega Japan had a long-standing relationship with NEC. I didn't know that. I know NEC was part of the reason why we got the TurboGrafx 16. They worked with Hudson Soft and made the PC Engine TurboGrafx. All right, so Lively Boy. No, Infant. All right, so Newborn Baby, Infant, Lively Boy. So next should be Young Man. And then Middle-Aged Man. If this is wrong, it has to be that Infant one. Hell yeah. I'm much older. I figured you were older too. Usually people think I'm younger. Is that where the YMCA... Yeah, Young Man. There's a place you can go. I said Young Man. It's from Lich singing the YMCA. Yeah. Oh, I should have listened to that music more. I keep forgetting. I just noticed at the end of that the music was different. And it was pretty cool. I was liking it. Singing is such a strong word for that. Like, you can do better, Tashin. Don't be sitting there all judgmental. I don't need to go in there just yet. Let's actually go back in that room. I want to hear that music. No, I've never heard you do better. The only thing I've ever heard you come close to singing is the SpongeBob theme song. We have imagination. If you typed it the correct way, it'll actually have SpongeBob saying it. I wish these birds would stop.
Imagination.
I think I need to turn the game volume up. Although that's going to make the crows louder, so that kind of sucks. But let's turn this up just a little bit. There, that should be good, right? Yeah, the music in the Dualshock version is different. After Capcom learning the composer for the OGR1 soundtrack paid someone to make it due to his heart fail. Oh, I didn't know that. Holy shit. I didn't know that at all. We broke out into song a few times during those quiz games. No, me and Goose broke out into song, especially when we were singing Return to the Mac. I don't remember you ever doing it. Most people in there know nothing about Saturn, Dreamcast, or stuff older in my experience. Yeah, I mean, I'm just a super nerd when it comes to video games. I just watch like videos on YouTube about video game stuff all day. There's a YouTuber named Sakaru Baguette. I highly recommend his videos. I love his stuff so much, and I watch a lot of Did You Know Gaming. A lot of this music is good. People who talk shit on this soundtrack, they have never heard anything outside of that basement theme. This is actually a very good soundtrack. The thing is that a lot of this music is very like ambiance type stuff, very like more atmospheric, whereas the original and RE2, they have catchier themes, which I like more, but it's not as moody, so it really comes down to what you prefer. But this is great. This is really good. I love Sega Lord X on YouTube. I've seen a few of his videos. I don't really follow him that much, but from what I've seen, he does make good videos. What do I have? I gotta put that away. Oh, I gotta put one of these away too. I wonder if I can open that one door over here now. I don't remember what's in this room. Most rooms I've been into so far, like oh, okay, it's this one. Okay, now I remember this place. Boy, I'm getting a whole lot of heals. Fucking Code Veronica needed to take notes on this. Code Veronica was so stingy with the heals. Code Veronica, aka... Dude, I know! And you know what's funny is that whenever I mention the backtracking in Code Veronica, people get so mad. They're like, you gotta backtrack in every Resident Evil game. What makes Code Veronica so special? And I'm like, because when you backtrack in the original Resident Evils, it's usually because you don't know what you're doing. Whereas in Code Veronica, you can know what you're doing, and you still have to backtrack because it is required. You literally cannot make progress without having to go from point A to point B, back to point A, back to point B. Code Veronica is such a bigger map, too. Yeah. God, a lot of people say Zero's the worst Resident Evil. Not to me. I like Zero a lot. I understand its flaws. Like, I can be unbiased about it. It has a lot of problems. But to me, Code Veronica is hands down the worst Resident Evil game of the originals. Oh, this room. Okay. I need to make room. Code Veronica was beyond Zelda backtracking and almost the Super Metroid level. Kinda. And I thought you only didn't like Code Veronica because of Steve. I don't like Steve, but he doesn't bug me as much as he bugs some other people. I find him more funny than anything. The item system in Zero just makes me never want to play it again. Yeah, I wish they didn't do that. I think they were trying to show off how impressive... Because if you think about Zero, it is actually very impressive. Because you can have all this stuff laying around, and the game never forgets where you put it. It never despawns your items. And, you can swap between Billy and Rebecca in two completely... I'm gonna snooze these ads. In two completely different areas of the game and have no loading screens. It is instantaneous. And you will not see that in many games. So, technically, Zero's very, very impressive, but just because it's technically impressive doesn't mean it's the best game design. So yeah, a storage box definitely would have helped. But that's not even my problem with Zero. My problem with Zero is the balancing. I feel like the enemies are too tanky. They survive like headshots from your shotgun. You're supposed to use Molotovs against the leech monsters, but what's supposed to be super effective against them ends up being kind of a terrible option because your throw has this horrible wind-up and animation to it, which is going to force you to take damage most times that you use it. And then there's the monkeys, so yeah, Zero has its problems. Father! I cannot imitate Steve. I don't think anyone can try to sound as corny as Steve. My OCD just hates things being left around all messy like Zero. Oh, well that's I can't really say anything about that, man. That sucks. What do you mean I'm Steve? I should be offended. It is an insult. What the hell, Dark Knight? Oh, I remember. I gotta move the fish tank. Something moves that. And then I can move the bookcase. Can I push the fish tank? No. It's like a button. Nah, Lich is more of a Billy Cohen. I don't know about that. I'm not... Billy's kind of a badass. I'm not a badass. I don't know who I would be in the Resident Evil universe. But it would definitely be someone who is, like, not very important. I'm a Barry Burton. Hey, Barry's an awesome character. No, Leon's too important. No one is on Leon's level. Everyone wishes they were Leon, but they're not. Yeah, I guess there's nothing else here. Keanu Reeves is Leon. I'm not all up on Keanu Reeves' dick like everyone else is. That's only because Chris's Roy trunk is boiled nuts. I don't know where that came from, Tashin, but you're not wrong. He was good in John Wick, that's for sure, and Constantine. I watched John Wick one time, and I think it's one of those things where, because people hype that movie up so much, whenever people hype up a movie like that, you go into it expecting it to be something that will change your life and make you rethink the way you think about things. And John Wick just doesn't do that. It's not that type of movie. So the first time I saw it, it was like, what's so special about this movie? But I think if I were to watch it again, knowing that it's not this life-changing thing, I might enjoy it more. Because that has happened to me with a lot of movies. I watched, The Thing. I didn't like it the first time I saw it. Everyone said it's like the best horror movie ever. And then I rewatched it, and I was like, oh, okay, now I like this movie a lot. Same with Die Hard. That has happened to me with many movies where I didn't like them at first, and then I did like them. That's fair. Hyping up a movie isn't good. It's fine. It's fine. People like to hype stuff up. I still remember him from the Matrix movies. That's where I know him from. That's what Keanu Reeves is to me, is Neo. That's why I plan on avoiding the hype of Wolverine until I buy it. Wolverine is not going to be a good game. I'm telling you that right now. It's not going to be a good game. It's going to be just like Spider-Man. It's going to be lame with a fucking pointless-ass open world. I don't like The Thing. It was slow and I didn't understand it. Alright, we have ads, so We'll take a little bit of a break until the ads are done. Okay. This time I did not forget to unmute myself. I'm pretty sure this is the way this is supposed to go. It's supposed to face each other. Alright, welcome back, guys. So yeah, Morgana said that he felt, didn't like the thing, it was slow, and I didn't understand it. So yeah, when I first saw it, it was definitely slow. And I didn't care for it. But I feel like that's why you gotta rewatch movies if you don't like it the first time. Because when you go into it the second time, you know what to expect. And since you kind of know what's gonna happen, you can follow the story a little bit better and pick up on all the little nuances that you may not have caught the first time. The Thing especially benefits from rewatching it. Hell yeah. That makes sense. Yeah. Like I said, like other movies that happened to me with were Die Hard, because everyone says like, oh, it's the greatest action movie of all time. A lot of people say it's their favorite Christmas movie, which I still hate that stupid saying. Jingle All the Way is the best Christmas movie. Anyways, yeah, when I rewatched if I can speak. When I rewatched Die Hard, I was like, oh man, now I know why people love this movie. It was great. I really enjoyed it. There was another movie that happened to me with. I can't think of what it was, though. But as I was saying, I'm sure if I give John Wick another chance, I'll end up liking it. Always love Die Hard. It's on my Christmas movie watch list every year. I will stand by. It's not a Christmas movie, but it's a great fucking movie. Except the Twilight movie, seeing those again would just be a self-inflicted lobotomy. They weren't even good when they came out. Those were never good. Guys only watched that because their girlfriends liked it. And the girls only liked it because they thought the guys were hot. I tried watching Twilight when it first came out. I couldn't even finish it. I got like, I don't know, a quarter, halfway through, and I was like, fuck this. The only reason I saw any of them is because who I dated at the time wanted to see them. Exactly, exactly. I have not checked the map once. How do I check the map? Here we go. Oh, I don't have the second floor map. I think I only have first floor. Yeah. Okay, so there's still some rooms I haven't been into. I think I need one more crest. This is the snake room, isn't it? I still don't want to... I don't think I can go in there. But if I can, I don't want to yet. Wait. Does this go straight to the snake, or does it lead to that... to another room? I can't remember. Fucking remake has me so messed up. I would really prefer to save before going in there. There's a little room before the snake. Okay, thank you. I couldn't remember if that was a change they made in the remake or not. And I think to get to the snake room, you need the helmet key anyways. Oh, shit. Damn it. That's fine. I got like a million heals. Can't blame this on me. I would nom on Claire too. Well, unfortunately, this isn't Claire. This is Jill. You know, as a kid, I was like in love with Claire. I loved Claire so much. She was my favorite. But, dude, I'm like all over RE1 remake version of Jill. I love her to death. I still love Claire, though. Not the remake version of Claire. She kind of looks like a little girl. I don't like that. She has like a baby face or something. It's fucking awkward. I would prefer to give... I hate Ada! I fucking hate Ada! That's why you see the bot, it's named Ada Wong Sucks. I fucking hate Ada. She is the worst thing to ever happen to Resident Evil. Oh, I need the lighter? Wait a minute. I gotta use the candles here, right? Yeah. Okay. Dude, Ada's the worst. She ruins Resident Evil 4 for me. Oh, I hate her so much. In 2, she's fine. Even though 2 has a... I'm talking about original 2, not remake 2. In original 2, she... Like, the writing is very corny, because it's like her and Leon kind of fall in love after 15 minutes of knowing each other. But she's fine in original 2. I can take her there. But in 4 and 6 and remake, no. I hate Ada so much.
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
Why am
Are
I
you
still
feeling it
carrying the
now,
ink
Mr.
ribbons? I should have
Krabs?
put
Are
that
you
away.
feeling it? Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Are you
I feel
feeling it
bad
now,
for
Mr.
Ada's
Krabs?
voice actress for
Off
4
thou
Remake,
feeling it
as the
now,
fans made her
Mr.
leave the
Krabs?
internet because, oh
You
my
feeling
god,
it
really?
now, Mr.
Jesus Christ.
Krabs?
Why do people still fucking do this shit? Like, I hated Jake Lloyd in Star Wars Phantom Menace, but I never would have bullied the kid. I never would have fucking, like, tell him he should kill himself or anything like that. Or the guy who did the motion capture for Jar Jar Binks. And I damn sure didn't ever interact with Ada Wong's voice actress. People need to understand, it's not even the actor's fault. It's usually the director's. And going back to Star Wars, George Lucas did get a lot of hate. Her voice acting wasn't that good, but damn, people calm the hell down. Yeah. It's... Like I said, I mean, she may not be a good voice actress, but at the end of the day, that's Capcom's fault and their voice director, or direction, whichever. So if anything, the director should have gotten all that hate. He's the one who tells the voice actress how to deliver the lines, what emotion, what her motivation is. Yeah, it felt like they gave her one shot at each line and rolled with it. Probably. I don't know if they do that with voice acting, but I heard that a lot of video game... Did I really do all that just for acid rounds? Okay. I heard that happens a lot with video game music nowadays. That back in the day, you know, they used to listen to the music and criticize it and say, we're not going for this here. This doesn't fit. This doesn't work. Come up with something new. But now composers, they just come up with some rough draft and that's what gets used in the game. Again, that's just some shit I heard on the internet. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But I believe it. Pretty sure I don't need this lighter anymore. And I don't need the acid rounds. Although I'll probably get rid of these keys soon, so I can probably keep going. I feel games get rushed out the door to make a deadline. Very little oversight is done. You know, it's funny because it does seem like games are rushed, but at the same time, it's like it's taking almost 10 years for a game to come out a lot of the time. So it's like, I think a lot of time just gets wasted having nothing done. Sounds like you've interacted with EA. Dude, I have not played an EA game in forever. What was the last EA game I played? Sims 4? And is Division? No, that's Ubisoft. Yeah, I think Sims 4 is like the last EA game I played. The only EA games I really like are the Mass Effect games. I can't really get into Mass Effect. I'm not a big fan of sci-fi stuff anyways, so Mass Effect is just not really something I'm into. Can't say I ever had a desire to bang a blue alien. I do like Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, though, which BioWare made before making Mass Effect. It's funny, a lot of that game, you can tell it's like the bones, a precursor of Mass Effect. And before anyone says, well, you just said you don't like sci-fi, why do you like Star Wars? It's because Star Wars is, like, fantasy, you know. Lightsabers are pretty much swords, and Jedis are pretty much wizards. Isn't Terminator sci-fi? Technically, but you could also say Terminator is technically horror, and I love horror. Sci-fi horror is like the only time I really like sci-fi. You played Dead Space Remake, that is EA. Oh, that's true, Flexi, that's true. Dead Space Remake, that's the last EA game I played. I bang a different alien in Mass Effect. I don't know exactly what you're referencing. I think you only go in here as Chris, right? Science fiction is fantasy. No. Fantasy, there are two different genres. So science fiction is like futuristic stuff, tech and gadgets and stuff. Whereas fantasy is like Middle Ages, so like Lord of the Rings. Liara is the blue alien most people bang in Mass Effect, but I chose a different alien character to bang. Oh, I don't even know anything. I was just saying blue because I was like, there's blue aliens in Mass Effect, right? I actually don't know. I probably should heal up. I mean, I got the herbs. Let's go ahead and do it. I like to watch horror and thrillers, but I don't enjoy playing horror games. The games scare you too much. Oh, that sucks, dude. I fucking love horror. It's my favorite genre. I love horror movies. I love horror video games. I don't really read books, but I used to read Goosebumps. Stephen King books too. Which Stephen King is like the worst fucking... I know he's like a brilliant writer and everything, but I can't do it with his writing. Flexi already knows. I like a good horror. I grew up watching horror movies as a kid. Me too. I couldn't really take them as a kid. I always had to have someone watch them with me, but fuck did I love it. By the way, Morgana, if you don't want the bot replying to you like that, just type in !, opt out. Otherwise, he's gonna keep trying to troll you. Oh wow, I left an herb behind? I think the only horror movie I couldn't finish as a kid was It. I remember like there were so many parts in that movie that I just had to turn it off. One of them being the part in the drain when the kid is like in the shower and Pennywise comes out of that shower drain. That fucking scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. And there was like another part too that really scared me, but I can't remember what it was. I snuck horror movies as a kid, and my parents just wondered where the spontaneous nightmares came from. I'm surprised you were brave enough to watch them on your own like that. I tried. Like, I would try all the time to watch it by myself, but there were just some parts that fucking got to me. Although I never really had nightmares. That wasn't really a thing with me. Do I have all the sun crests? Because I don't know where else to go now. I've pretty much completed every room. Except for that one in the hallway over here. I don't know if I can go in there yet. Maybe I gotta fight the snake. I guess I gotta nut up. Oh, they scared the hell out of me. I stay the far fuck away from possession movies, though. No thanks. Don't even want that on the brain. You are such a pussy, Tashin. You're a 40-year-old man, and you still cannot watch horror movies. Oh, here we go. Hell yeah. One of my favorite movies when I was a teen was I a teenager or was I still a kid? I don't remember. It was The Haunting in Connecticut. But once you find out that, like, you know, the kind of the... Because that was, like, based on a true story. And when I looked up, like, those people, you know, there was no damn haunting. They were fucking weirdos. Weirdos trying to fucking get money. So, that's really disappointing. Ain't that kind of funny to say? It's really disappointing that they weren't actually haunted by ghosts. Oh, what? You're still alive? Fucker. I looked at the chat. I just healed too, you bitch. I don't watch horror movies. You're a pussy too, Flexi. I have never once said that I could. Jump scares hit me like a fucking truck. You guys are too weak. Too weak. Yeah, I don't like possession or exorcism movies. A lot of them are not even that good. Really, the best one is still The Exorcist. Exorcist 3 is really good, too. I really like Exorcist 3. What else? Amityville Horror, I guess that technically counts. That's okay. And then there's like all the... what's that dude's name? John Woo? No, not John Woo. John Woo's the action film director. James Wan. His movies are kind of generic. They're so generic. It's hard for me to like them. It's like they're not bad movies, but they're all kind of the same thing. I think how disappointed you are with something not being haunted is directly related to your proximity to said haunting. At a certain closeness, that awe becomes few. No, I'm not like relieved. I think hauntings are cool. The Halloween movies used to be a very spooky month for me. Man, I piss a lot of people off by saying this, but I really love the original Halloween, the very first one from 1978. Hi, Epic. Thanks for showing up for a little bit. See you later. Hope you have a good day. I really love the original Halloween, but I really feel like it doesn't hold up. I don't often say that about movies, but I really feel like the original Halloween does not hold up. It's pretty boring. Sounds like you and I are going to the Ohio State Reformatory. Is that where Silent Rob went when he abandoned his wife? Oh, Goose will get that one. Oop, not that. Probably most haunted place in the Midwestern, I'm pretty sure. Oh. I've never heard of it. I mean, I used to watch a lot of those shows about, like, haunted places and ghost hunting and shit like that. But, you know, while I do believe that, like, ghosts exist and places are haunted, I always thought all those shows were fucking fake as fuck. They shot Shawshank there. Really? I think I have heard about that. Now that you say that, that does sound familiar. Well, I definitely don't need 2 heals. I don't remember what is better against the snake, the grenade launcher or the shotgun. I remember one of them. Maybe it's the remake I'm thinking of, like always, but I feel like I remember one of them just like didn't do as well because some of the shots missed or something. But generally, the grenade launcher is the better weapon. Oh, right. In this game, you can't switch ammo on the fly, I think. That was something that they fixed in 2. Yeah, you can't do that. Damn. Alright, let's go fight the snake. Yeah, the bazooka, you have to wait till it's empty to put new ammo in. Yeah, it sucks. I mean, I can't complain about it too much, you know, it's their first, Resident Evil game, or any type of game like this. And no, I do not count fucking Sweet Home as the original Resident Evil, nor Alone in the Dark. They are different. My favorites are Hellraiser. Hellraiser 1, I've watched that movie like 10 times. And every time I watch it, I am just like, what the fuck am I watching? Why is this movie so weird? But I watched it a lot as a teenager and didn't really understand it. I think now that I'm older, if I were to watch it again, I think I'll understand that movie a little more. So I need to rewatch that one. I do remember liking Hellraiser 2, but Hellraiser 2 wasn't as weird. The Purge? The Purge wasn't... I wasn't really into that. I thought it was a fun idea. I don't know what Ready or Not is. I never seen that. And I never saw The Strangers, but that's a Wes Craven movie, isn't it? That came out around 2008? 2007-ish? I remember that movie, but I never saw it. I think The Strangers is like those people who wear masks and they like break into people's homes and kill them. I love how the snake looks in this game. It's so much creepier than in the remake. The remake really fucked up his design. Oh shit, oh wait, I think berry cures the poison, so I don't need to be worried. Purge was an interesting idea, but in reality. Yeah, I think... Oh, what? I put the acid rounds away? Why did I do that? Oh shit. I didn't mean to do that. Uh-oh. Well, I got eaten. There was 3 The Strangers movies, but yes. Really? Those 3 of them? I didn't know that. Well, thank God I saved. I know there's like a better positioning I can take to where I won't take as much damage. I just don't remember where that's at. But yeah, the Purge... I don't know. I think it's just not really what I'm into when it comes to horror movies. I like monsters. What is the Dualshock version? It's the one that has the better music. Well, not technically better music, but I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. I also like Wrong Turn movies and Final Destination. Man, I forgot about Wrong Turn. I think I either watched Wrong Turn or Hostel. I can't remember which one. It's been a long time, but I know I've seen one of those movies. That's like one of those I think both of those movies are like very gore heavy, gore porns. Also and Final Destination. Yeah, Final Destination's fun. I don't see movies like that. It's like, are they really horror? Because I never found them scary. I mean, I don't really get scared by movies anyways. But it's like there's not scary scenery or visuals or monsters. It's more... They're more thrillers. But I still like them either way. Borderline horror thrillers, yeah. Alright, this time I'm prepared. Books and gadgetry. Same with Scream, and I Know What You Did Last Summer. Yeah, I love Scream. I used to watch that so many times as a kid. I used to have that whole movie memorized. Which is funny, because when I watch that movie, like, it's still a good movie. It's still a very good movie. But I'm like, why did I like it so much as a kid? Because as a kid, I didn't understand a lot of what that movie was talking about in terms of, like, horror movie tropes and a lot of the self-referential humor. Alright, see ya. What is the snake's name again? He has a name. The shark is Neptune, I believe. Yawn. Yawn. His name is Yawn. I hate this piece of shit. Yeah, he really is a piece of shit, man. Yeah, it's Yawn. Oh, and, I watched I Know What You Did Last Summer a long, long time ago. It was a cool movie. I liked it. I haven't seen it again, though. Alright, there's the last crest. The snake is so cute. He looks so cool in this game. Damn, I'm in danger again? Or is that just because of the poison? Pretty sure Barry's gonna, like, take me to a safe room, isn't he? Need serum. It's the poison. Yep, here we go.
Am I poisoned? Give me the serum.
Who are you talking to? Give me the serum. Is she, like, straight up talking to the player? Are we breaking the fourth wall? I wonder what happens if you get by without getting hit. You know, I never thought about that. Because I'm pretty sure this game has multiple endings, but I never looked into how you get the other endings.
Barry?
I'm gonna go ahead and save again. I got the ink ribbons. I'm not that concerned about rank. Hey, at least the game fully healed me, too. Ready or Not is on Hulu. Also, The Strangers movies is on Stars currently. What is Ready or Not about? Because I've never heard of that one. Also, I don't have any of those streaming platforms. Although I do often get a lot of credit on Amazon because I choose to do the Amazon Day delivery, and they'll usually give you like $1 or $2 for digital credit. So I can end up renting movies for basically free sometimes, depending on how expensive they are. There's 2 Ready or Not movies. Huh. I mean, when I hear Ready or Not, I just think of that one video game that's like a SWAT simulator. Oh, I'm on the other side. I don't want to be here. Yeah, I know what you mean. But the game? I want to play that game, man. I still haven't played it. That fucking game never goes on a good sale. I don't know the Ready or Not movie. Yeah. Yeah, me neither. Bride marries into her groom's family, and on her wedding night, they play a game hunting her in the mansion to kill her. Oh man, she chose the wrong fucking guy to marry then. I do need to watch those movies that came out this year. I think Obsession, and then The Backrooms I want to watch, and maybe Iron Lung. I haven't watched any of them, and they're all a little bit interesting. Obsession, I hear, is a really, really good movie. What was I doing? Oh, The Crest. It's a family tradition they do. Have you seen The Thing? We were just talking about The Thing. Of course I have. I saw Obsession in theaters. How was it? Did you like it? Honestly, that movie is pretty peak in my opinion. Are you talking about Obsession or The Thing? The Thing? Yeah. God, The Thing really quickly came into like one of my favorite horror movies of all time. But I don't know if I can put it above The Shining. The Shining's just so fucking good. And then a lot of the times I just want to put fucking Dead Alive at #1 because my god do I love Dead Alive. Dead Alive is a fucking perfect movie to me. You could ask me any time to watch Dead Alive and I'll be down for it. Fucking Dead Alive is awesome. Can't wait for that damn 4K, man. Stupid Peter Jackson needs to release that shit already. Been saving up money for it. I've seen Iron Lung and it was fine. Not a movie I crave to see again, but it was done well. Yeah, I know some... What was it? Markiplier? It was made by a YouTuber. That's the only reason why I heard of it, is because it was by a YouTuber. You have AMC Plus, watch the remake of Faces of Death. It's good. I've never heard of that one either. The Thing is one of the few horror movies I actually want to watch. Yeah, you should watch it, Flexi. If you ever want to do a watch party, I'll watch it with you. It has to be the original, though. Not the remake, which is technically a prequel. I forgot where I gotta push this thing. I liked Obsession. It was unique and original. Yeah, I gotta check that one out when I can. And when I can, I mean when it's on a streaming service that's free. Oh god, the Thing remake I did not like. Yeah, Lich is right on that one. I want to be clear, I don't think the prequel is a bad movie, or the remake, whatever you want to call it, but it's just, it really is just a rehash of, you know, of the John Carpenter movie, but with CGI that just really ruins everything, so it just kind of kills the whole experience and reason to watch the movie. The original Faces of Death came out in the 70s. It was banned in a lot of countries. Dude, 70s horror movies are fucking crazy. You'll see the weirdest shit in 70s horror movies. I don't know what was going on in the 70s, man, but people, it must have been acid. That was like the era of acid, wasn't it? Or was that the 60s? What the hell was that? About Cape Fear? I've never heard of that either. I thought that was a prequel. It's the Norwegian. Yeah, they like advertised it as a remake, but it's actually a prequel. It's very weird. And it remakes a lot of the scenes of the original movie. It just rehashes it. It's just so weird. It's like they didn't know what they wanted to do. Is that my radio? Oh, I didn't know that was a thing you could do. 70s is sick. Yeah, 70s has some crazy movies.
Brad, this is
Fucking,
Jill.
I think Texas Chainsaw Massacre is like one of the scariest movies ever. Like, to this day. Cape Fear in the 50s and the 90s one was good. I've never heard of that movie. I don't really watch 50s movies, though. That's way too old for me. 60s is about as far back as I'll go. Technically, it is the same creature, so you can kind of forgive a decent amount of that. Ah, no, not to me. God, they really do give you... Oh, blue herb, shit. Right, because there's snakes around here. Okay. Watch the 90s one, man, please. Of what, Cape Fear? Have you seen that too? Yes? Oh. I mean, if any of these movies are like on Tubi or YouTube's free movies or Amazon Prime, I have Peacock. Pluto, I think, has free movies sometimes. You know, I'll watch them if they're on there. Peacock is about the only subscription service I have, and that's because it comes with my internet. It was a good watch. Okay. Texas Chainsaw Massacre is good, and oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm Texas too. Get a dog, little Lonnie. Get a dog.
I forgot about that.
Little Lonnie, get a dog.
The stars at night are dull and dim whenever they have to be over dumb old stupid Texas.
Somewhere I hope Lala sneezes.
Stupid.
It's double funny because she loves SpongeBob and is in Texas. Okay, so Chainsaw Massacre is good, and so is The Hills Have Eyes. I've never seen the original. Oh no. Why is it playing again? Did I not put a cooldown on that? What the hell is wrong with me? So, I never seen the original Hills Have Eyes all the way through, which is something I do need to get on. I like the remake a lot. It's a fun movie. Not a very good movie, but it's fun. I feel like I would be shot if I go to Texas. Can you guys please stop?
I'm Texas too. Get a dog, little Longy. Get a dog.
Howdy, y'all.
Dog, little Longy. Get a dog.
I can't believe I did not put a cooldown on that.
Whenever they have to be over dumb old stupid Texas. Hey, Patrick, what am I now?
Hello, Snake.
Stupid?
No, I'm Texas.
What's the difference?
I'm going to jump out my window and it's your fault. I mean, there's a mute button, Tashin. That sounds like a you problem. Oh shit, dogs, 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 dogs. Ow. I knew there was more than one. I'm still good. Okay, over here is the elevator, right? Yes. Alright, I guess we're gonna go save it up, and then we're gonna have to end the stream. It is starting to get a bit late. Oh shit. I can't even carry those if I wanted to. Oh, the bot's replying to Tashin. Better jump fast, Gramps, before your brittle bones do it for you. I don't get it. What does that mean? Why would your brittle bones jump for you? I need the bot to elaborate on that one. I want to listen to this music. The original is pretty good. The original of what? The Hills Have Eyes? Oh, RE1? Oh yeah, it's still a great game. Graphically, it doesn't hold up compared to 2 or 3. Those games are so beautiful. That's like my most favorite graphics of video games. That later PS1 where they really got it dialed in. Love it so much. This one, it's the only thing I don't like about this one is the graphics are too archaic. Remake tops RE1, I think, but I will still play RE1 original. Yeah, Remake is very good. I feel like that game gets a little too hard with the Crimson Heads. That's really my only complaint. It's just a little too hard for me. This music is much more mysterious. I don't think I ever got that vibe with the original soundtrack. I don't remember it having that mysterious sound to it. Crimson Heads are interesting. Oh yeah, I love the design of Crimson Heads. I just feel like it should have been only certain zombies could turn into Crimson Heads. When it's every one of them, then you gotta juggle the kerosene and the lighter. To me, it's just too much. Alright, let's go save this up. But, you know, RE1 Remake's still a fantastic game. I wish Crimson Heads came back. Last time we saw them was Operation Raccoon City. Dude, I wish I got to play Operation Raccoon City. Me and Goose wanted to buy that and play it about 2 years ago, and we're looking all over Steam for it, and it was removed from Steam, so you can't play it anymore. Fucking sucks, man. I never got the chance.
F is for friends who do
Do
stuff together.
U is for you and me. N is for anywhere and anytime at all. Operation Raccoon City is fun. Is it the greatest thing ever? No, but it is fun. Yeah. I mean, it seemed fun. I didn't even know that Crimson Heads were in there. I've saved 7 times. Most people would be really upset about that, considering that I'm sort of a Resident Evil veteran.